On November 14th, our WrestleMania pay-per-view event will be going live on 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. However, before we get to that show, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that WrestleMania has a stacked and massive card that is surely to be unmissable, and as such, I have decided to take it upon myself, alongside, of course, the request of some of the loyal viewers, and put together a bit of a video showcasing everything you will see at WrestleMania. So, I'm not going to waste any more time, let's get into it. To kick us off, we have a match that is riddled with both uncertainty and potential excitement as Edge makes his singles return to the WWE as he is set to go one-on-one against the man who he knows very well, perhaps his greatest rival, John Cena. Will the SmackDown General Manager be able to return with a massive victory? Or will John Cena prove to Edge that he is a very different man than he was back in their feud, and perhaps get the job done against Edge? Following that, let's take a look at the Raw side of things, as the United States title will be on the line. We're going to have Roderick Strong challenging Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title. Now, of course, like Edge versus John Cena before it, these two men have no hatred towards one another. In fact, there's a lot of respect between Strong and Nakamura. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen, at WrestleMania, if that respect will continue to take hold during what is set to be an excellent matchup between two top-tier competitors. Following that, we're going to be introducing some chaos into this WrestleMania event, as the SmackDown Tag Team titles will be on the line. It's going to be a triple threat ladder match, as the Bar will take on the New Day and take on Sanity. There's a lot of questions going into this one, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Bar haven't really been on the same page these past few months. However, they decided once again to reunite as a duo on the previous episode of SmackDown. Will they be able to coexist and win the SmackDown Tag Team titles? But that's not all. Of course, the New Day, they want to keep those titles for themselves. Sanity, former champions in their own right, they have a lot of history with the Bar and, of course, the New Day over these past few months on SmackDown. Okay, there's a lot of hatred walking in to that match at WrestleMania. Triple threat ladder match is going to be absolutely chaotic, and I can't wait to see it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about NXT, as Keith Lee looks to defend his NXT championship against none other than Daniel Bryan. Of course, Keith Lee, he won the NXT title at NXT TakeOver The End, and he wasn't able to defend it. And now he's looking to defend it on the main roster. Will he be able to successfully do it against Daniel Bryan, or will Bryan somehow defeat Keith Lee? However, now let's talk about the women's division, the SmackDown women's division to be precise, as the SmackDown women's title will be on the line. Ember Moon, unlike Daniel Bryan, got a massive victory at that Elimination Chamber event, beating 5 other competitors inside the confines of an Elimination Chamber match to get into this one. She's challenging Bayley for the SmackDown women's title. Will Ember Moon finally get her revenge from all those months ago back at Survivor Series, or will Bayley once again be able to defeat Ember Moon? However, this next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of hatred. However, there's no titles on the line. It's fueled by their pure disdain for one another, as Finn Balor is set to take on Brock Lesnar. I expect this to be a hell of a fight, as the leader of the club takes on the Beast Incarnate. And speaking of the club, let's talk about the Raw Tag Team titles, as Gallows and Anderson will be looking to defend against British Strong Style. Of course, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, they were the last ever NXT Tag Team champions, defending them at NXT TakeOver The End before, of course, retiring those titles. Will they be able to once again reach the top of the mountain on Monday Night Raw, or will Gallows and Anderson send them crashing down? We're going to find out at WrestleMania. Now, of course, with Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor, to touch on that a little bit, that is going to be a personal and brutal fight. But I believe this matchup will be one as well, as Tommaso Ciampa has made this very personal in his feud against the Raw General Manager, King Booker. However, speaking of Monday Night Raw, let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship matchup that, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't even feel like a match for the Raw Women's title. This is about a lot more than that championship. Okay, it's about Asuka. It's about Nia Jax, these two women who have been feuding for years here. And now they're going to do it for one last time, as the winner leaves the champion, and the loser must leave WWE. However, ladies and gentlemen, following that massive match between Asuka and Nia Jax, we're going to be seeing the Universal Championship be put on the line, as the Royal Rumble winner Seth Rollins faces off against the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, in what is set to be an epic dream match confrontation. However, we turn our attention from the Universal title over to the WWE Championship, as Aleister Black is set to take on the man who has absolutely brutalized everybody in his wake on SmackDown. It's going to be Aleister Black versus Kevin Owens. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bittersweet matchup, in my opinion. It's going to be The Undertaker's last match. It's going to take place in the confines of a Hell in a Cell. It's The Undertaker versus The Fiend. Now, of course, The Fiend stood tall in their confrontation on the go-home edition of Friday Night SmackDown. And at WrestleMania, The Fiend is looking to do it again. Will The Undertaker prove to the world that The Fiend is not the next top monster in WWE? Or will The Fiend send The Undertaker out with a loss? This is a big-time main event match, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take place inside a Hell in a Cell. And I can't wait to see what transpires. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the matches heading in to WrestleMania. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this one, and I hope you all tune in to our WrestleMania event. It should be a hell of a great one. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on GrappleNation? And of course, my name is Dominic, and have a good day from GrappleNation.